Welcome back to another lap of the power of the Falcon. Last time, Tinsel and Rick have actually arrived at Planet Giant along with Lily via the spacecraft in the Falcon Flyer, and they actually arrived and met the Elder of Planet Giant, to which he bestowed Rick as the savior and the chosen one to reunite the orbs, also known as materia orbs or orbs of materia, and also to stop Don Genie from awakening the four giants. And also during that night, Tinsel and Rick got a little intimate. Although, ironically, I'll let you in on a little secret that exotic drums are kind of a turn on. So, hint, hint. Anyway, they continue their journey in hopes they would reach the orbs before Don Genie awakens the giants. So with that out of the way, let's get on with the show. Alright, hold on a sec. Alright, here we go. Lap 3. Clean, refreshed, and shaven, the new bounty hunter and huntress were ready for their mission. Rick didn't really like the facial paint he had anyway. Are you ready? I'm all set. Let's go. With as much determination as him. Our machines are still inside Lily's maritime vehicle. We'll have to walk from here. For a second, Tinsel felt irritated, but what choice do they have? Do you know where the shrine is? Lily just gave me the coordinates. His key showed a small screen of where they had to go next. It's a few miles from here. I suggest you pack something to eat. It'll be a long way. After hearing that Rick was destined to fulfill the legend, the natives were a lot kinder to both him and Tinsel. They've shown him a pathway, but it was barely seen due to the debris from the storm. The elder told them that the unstable environment may be a sign of more worse things to come. The duo took it into account, and he wished them luck, and he prayed for their victory. They were strolling through some thick canopy from the tropic jungle. To lighten the mood, they made a few brief picnics, and they had some conversation on various subjects. One of them was, what would happen if they should move to Port Town, where Captain Falcon lived? Rick said it might be a great idea, although they'd be further away from the task force base. He assured they'd only be a warp gate away if they should ever need them. Tinsel was very thrilled since she'd actually be at the same location as that nostalgic horse she occasionally visits. By noon, he observed the shrine, which was where the continent ended. Lily and her yacht were there waiting for them. He was discussing the arrangements with Tinsel and Lily. He thought of everything since their slow lubber through the trail. There were a few slots located at the back chamber, and he strategized to retrieve the orb of Gastro first. I think it might be best if I were to obtain the sphere from Gastro. If I do meet him, he probably won't be as tough as Lixa and Holodus are. Wait, what makes you think you'll meet the deities? The temples and the orbs may consist a test for the chosen one, but they may consider me to be an intruder. Good point. Hold on. I'm coming with you, Rick. You may need someone to watch your back. Besides, I can use the Comet's jets to stun these monstrosities. All right, you can go. Yes! Damn scrolls. Okay, but someone must hold the fort. Don Genie may try something sinister here. The spheres must be reunited here to keep the planet in check, and stop the deities from fighting each other if need be. I'm sure he'll do whatever he can to fulfill the prophecy and drive out Placine. Giant's fate is in our hands. To Tinsel, it was like deja vu helping Falcon about 2 years ago. She was so glad she could follow her true love who happened to be his replacement. Falcon was reluctant as she, Yugi, and Joey decided to cover for him, but Rick was more open-minded. She never had to think twice, nor have any regrets. Using the miniature yacht, they arrived at the island to the left. The current wasn't as torrential, so it was an easy journey, unlike the walk through those humid jungles. They were met by geysers of toxic gas colored with a neon green yellow erupting from narrow ravines surrounding the temple. Tinsel was uncertain how they can enter it. There must be a safer way. We need to look around. Come on. After some strenuous minutes of searching, Rick saw a cracked wall beneath the crag. He called Tinsel to stay back. Then he paced backwards a few inches, rushed toward it, and kicked the wall down. He then suggested to take the trek underground. The entrance was cavernous and dark, so they used their flashlights from their keys. There were still some more poisonous pools beneath them, and the path was narrow. They had to go slow in order to avoid slipping. Still, the cave smelled like rotten eggs everywhere they went, causing their noses to burn. They eventually came across a map with an ancient etching on it. There was also a pit to their left. Rick figured this was where the orb was. With a grappling hook from the comet, he went down until the rope snapped. He fell into a cloud of toxic gas as thick as pea soup. He immediately ran onto a ledge a few inches above it. He was catching his breath, attempting to regain his strength, almost as if the atmosphere was literally sucking the life out of him. As he held his head, he touched Falcon's helmet and unexpectedly activated a metallic goldenrod gas mask via the earpiece. This made an enormous difference while wearing it, as it was like a protective shield for Rick's helpless lungs. The labyrinth was a chore to navigate with dead ends, more of the green fumes, the works. But after some deep thinking and clear memorization, despite the fog getting in the way, he made it up a couple huge stone ledges which led him to another chamber. He grabbed a sphere at the top of the tower from a small pedestal which had the same shade of neon green as the gas emissions. Then he felt a warm sensation in his hands. Rick! Rick! Tinsel lowered the hook from above. He eventually ascended using the stronger hook from the blue Falcon GT. He was able to support his weight, and he showed her the light green orb. Tinsel, I just got this. This has to be one of the secret orbs from the Deities, from Gastro. She didn't feel anything when she held it. He got headed back, despite the green residue Rick got on his outfit and face. He actually felt nauseous by the time he resurfaced into fresh air. There was an arctic cloth from the comet to calm his body. They were surprised Gastro never showed up. All of a sudden, Rick and Tinsel saw the fat shark speed away after they got back. They gave chase using the comet and the bird to the other island, only this one had a slippery land path ascending to the top. Because it was natural, there were no guardrails nor any jump or dash plates, nor pit areas. They had to rely entirely on their wits and reactions. There were a few icicles jutting from the sides. They eventually made it to Lixa's lair on that slippery course. Rick looked around for just a few seconds. This place must be designed for the water deity. No kidding. Each fixed their eyes on the fat shark. It was rumored to be the heaviest machine and the second fastest next to the Black Bull. Tinsel had seen the stats before she was analyzing the mission before the pilots entered Giant. It had a strong protection system, a quick boost, high top speed, but bad handling. The amethyst cockpit was said to represent a cut gem, and its engine is made of gold. There were some gigantic multiple boosters and spikes from the exterior, and two large tubes at its side reaching to the front for extra endurance. Being he has a vast fortune, he financed it to be a broken, unbeatable monster on the tracks. However, that all changed when both Tinsel and Rick managed to cut him off. Freeze! Don't move, Don Genie! We've got you surrounded! Surrender now! She shouted, pointing her ice Glock. Hold on! The cockpit's empty. What? She was astonished as she faced him. Upon close sight, he was correct. It was all a setup. Where's Don Genie, then? He saw the machine itself phase out. It was a hologram! Figured to his partner that Don would be spying on them, and they'd best be careful. The engine door lowered and permitted the pair to enter. Just then Lily gave a buzz and told him to be patient as she's downloading data to him on using an alternate outfit for Tinsel. Rick also had an upgrade where his shoes changed. They had silvery wings attached to them, as did she. Sorry for the wait, Tinsel. There's hardly any reception here, so communication has been difficult. But here you are, your own outfit. Good luck, you two. She said they're capable of having them levitate for a few moments, which was good considering they rushed in as soon as it started to rain in torrents, making the inside very slippery. Water kept rushing through the temple, and also leaked at a few spots. She donned on a similar look to Rick's attire, only had a silver cyber suit with broad shoulders and a helmet and visor that covered her face. Tinsel, follow my lead. There were some small platforms in the first chamber. The abyss was several feet below, and at times there were some downpours which caused the roof to tilt and release some waterfalls. The duo made some slight detours as they hopped from platform to platform, making their way around them. Rick had better footing than her, but she was lighter as she made her way through the temple. Occasionally they had to use their grappling hooks to keep themselves from falling, rather than just grabbing onto each other. By the time they got to the end, there was a strong stony precipice and a huge gap about 50 feet like the one in Whiteland. There was no way to summon their machines, so they had to proceed on foot. Tinsel used the ice gun and frozen arrow bridge, though they had to hurry before it collapsed under their weight. They went one at a time, with Tinsel heading first. The pathway did fall as Rick reached the end. She grabbed him and pulled him up. He was heavier, but she managed with sheer strength and luck. Thanks, I owe you one. Let's just call it even. There was a tall staircase up ahead, and a blue light was shining down. There was an opening just behind the top step, and it was only a drizzle outside. He looked around, and there was still no sign of Lixa once Rick got the cerulean orb. 2 down, 1 to go. How are we supposed to get back? Ahoy down there! It was the adolescent from the galactic forces. Lily! Mind if I give you a lift? She lowered a rope ladder from the top step. They both climbed up. When they settled in, the spacecraft descended out of Lixa's lair. Rick took out the spears in complete awe. He just couldn't stop looking at them, safe in his hands. I believe you guys made it this... I can't believe you guys made it this far without meeting any of the deities. Hold up! We got company! Cruiser left off the siren as it detected an oncoming threat. Lixa woke up from her slumber. As they'd expected, she was made entirely out of cerulean translucent water. She was just as high as the temple, her face was nearly human, she was wearing a pointed metallic power helmet with spikes protruding from it. She started to attack them thinking they were intruders, but Tinsel's ice gun wouldn't hold forever. Hurley headed back to the epicenter and Rick and Tinsel summoned their vehicles. Then help controls are inoperative! They were stupefied as they saw pinkish hues surround them. The ship shifted as they were pulled against their will. Lily, Tinsel, and Rick were drawn in by a tractor beam, as was Lixa, who was electrocuted in a humongous fly trap of sorts. The shock caused her body to break. Then it regenerated to a smaller stature, about 6 feet tall. When the field finally dissipated, the trio ran out and realized they were trapped inside an encased room. Jade-colored walls surrounded them. Where are we? I'm not sure, but it doesn't look natural, so it can't be a part of Giant. This could be Don Genie's turf. Must have dragged us here. Rick pulled up his sleeves and tried punching and kicking his way out, much to Lily and Tinsel's dismay. But the walls were too sturdy. He was later panting and wiping sweat from his forehead. It's no use. The walls are too strong to penetrate. We're stuck here. Sleeping gas was emitted. Rick managed to cover his mouth and nose. Don't breathe! But the women were actually coughing. Quick! Activate your alternate outfit! Huh? It's too late. Tinsel succumbed to the fumes and fell to the ground. In his frustration, Rick heard a snicker from a raspy, cheerful voice. On the small screen, there was a brown-faced midget. He looked to be in his late 60s with his wrinkles and 3 thick mohawks of gray and white hair sticking out. He had a diamond eye patch in his right eye, pink undershirt, indigo color with shoulder pads made of huge topazes and emeralds. The rest of his body was covered in black and white stripes. His white sneakers were entirely made from blood rubies. He wielded a cane made of moon rock that was almost the same height. "Welcome to my crib. How do you like my generous hospitality? So you're Don Genie. What do you want with us?" "On the contrary, I only desire you. The famous Rick Wheeler, the new Captain Falcon, the most prominent F-Zero pilot, and the savior of the universe." "Oh, how do you know that?" "Everyone knows who you are, Rick. Your record as a champion and bounty hunter astounds me so. Not to mention you are the chosen one destined to interfere with my methods. If it's me you want, what are you going to do with my friends? I do not want to have any leaks on my operations, Rick. No witnesses, no crimes to pay. In other words, they will meet their death." "Now, if you'll excuse me, I have the remaining 2 deities to capture, and soon the universe would be at my feet." "You won't get away with this, Genie." "You are so wrong, Rick. It's you who shouldn't get away." He pressed a button and managed to activate heavy gravity. "No need for extra exertion, Rick. Let your mind relax and be at my mercy." He looked up and saw something pulsating and swirling in slow motion. He squeezed his eyes shut since his body was too immobilized. He knew Don was trying to hypnotize him. Yet, he began to feel calmer despite the enormous weight. He subconsciously gazed into it again, causing himself to lose focus and consciousness. The rich man kept repeating him to relax, that his eyes were growing heavy and he was growing more drowsier. "I'm getting sleepy." Without any resistance, he dozed off. Unlike the second Pokemon movie, I wanted to emphasize on each of the temples. It didn't really show much except X and Pichichu retrieving their orbs, but I wanted to turn this F-Zero fic into an action exploration story, kind of like Metroid or Star Fox Adventures. And here's the music for that. Blah blah. Gastro Crag was a shootout to the final challenge in Guts. Kinda miss it. Second trial revolving around Lixa's Lair was based on the slippery level from Mickey Mouse and the Castle of Illusions. By the way, even to this day since my younger years, I still find the music in this particular level to be a little unsettling. But it's probably just me. Also, Tinsel's alternate outfit is almost a reference to Samus's look in the Game Boy game Metroid 2. Never played it. Crappy references for the win. Subject of music, there's Whiteland. There's this, there's that. And so, Rick and his team ended up being trapped by Don. Of course, since Don is the main antagonist, his theme from GX would be heard. I wasn't sure about his design. Wasn't really sure about his design at all. But I think I'm just gonna go with this look from the anime. Lixa's almost like Chaos from Sonic Adventure, even though she has the face of the Statue of Liberty. It's no doubt the Fat Shark is the most broken, non-customizable machine in GX and AX. Unfortunately, I didn't have experience of using him. The only time I saw Don Genie personally was in the Japanese version of the anime, sadly. His design bounces off of that. Like the show is completely separate from Black Shadow. May want to take control of the racing committee, but until then, he's got his hands full with giant deities. Alright, lap 3 is done. Next time, will Rick, Tinsel, and Lily escape their fate? Find out later.